Watch your child soar to new heights at Cabarrus Charter Academy. Cabarrus Charter Academy is a tuition-free public charter school now accepting applications for kindergarten through 12th grade. Our curriculum encompasses a student-focused learning environment, offering whole child development while fostering strategic partnerships between families, teachers, and the community. Join us for an information session or submit an application by visiting cabarruscharter.org today.
Kyle Pierce, and I'm the principal at Cabarrus Charter Academy Upper Campus in Concord, North Carolina. I want to welcome you to join our family where we like to provide the safest and most complete educational experience available. We want you to come and help us build the bridge as we walk on it. Together. Come on!
This is for the busted hearts. This is for the question marks. This is for cause of lost control, no one knows. Sing it for the can't go back. Sing it for the broken past. Sing it for the just found out. Life is now upside down.
I'm excited for school to start, and soon I can't wait to see our students. My staff and I play every student where they are, help them to reach their individual potential no matter the circumstance. Whether it's fully mobile, flexible, or in person, Cabarrus Charter Academy and Charter Schools USA will deliver a complete standards-based curriculum and prepare them for their future endeavors.
We will fall together.
This is for the second chance. This is for the new romance. Sing it for the left in vain. Overcame. It's not too late.
If you're looking for hope tonight, raise your hand. If you feel alone and don't understand, if you're fighting the fight in life, then stand. We're gonna make it through this hand in hand. If we will fall together.
This year, we know that there are many unknowns and you may have questions and or concerns. We pledge to do everything in our power to keep you updated, providing weekly communication, virtual open house dates, and focused systems training to ensure everyone is on the same page.
You're all alone, and you feel, I can promise, can you feel it? We will fall together.
As you can see, we are prepared to succeed and meet the needs of all of our families. So come, be a part of the Husky family, where we are packed strong and stand together.
Take my hand. Help me stand. Together we are dangerous. Together with our differences. Together we are bolder, braver, stronger.
Unmute. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Mr. Pierce, and this will be our first virtual open house session of the year. I will also have another session tonight at 6 p.m. to help those families who could not join us. I'll also be hosting another one tomorrow at 4 p.m. to answer any other questions that you have. I just want to real quickly thank you so much for your patience as we are continuing to navigate through these waters and get everyone on the same page as we get ready to start school first thing Wednesday morning at the upper campus at 9 a.m. I sent out several messages over the last few days to our families. If you did not receive that message, any of the messages from myself, please double check your spam folder or your junk folder to ensure that my communication was not lost or overlooked. If you feel that you have not received any information, please notify the school. Please email Thomas Shields at tshields@cabarruscharter.org or myself, Jay Pierce, at cabarruscharter.org, so we can ensure that you are getting the up-to-date and most up-to-date information possible. Moving into next week, we are going to implement an even newer messaging system called School Messenger. I've mentioned it a couple times before, just preparing everyone for that move. So hopefully we can get everything together. This year, we are excited about offering several new systems that will help us streamline everything that we do, specifically for student access and even parental access to teachers, where it's a one-stop shop for all the information you need, schedules, classroom information, activities, submitting work, notes, communication. It's all coming through a program called Schoology. This afternoon, I'll be sending out another training for Schoology for all of our families to utilize, to familiarize themselves with it, with the program. So be looking out for that. I just want to reiterate, classes begin Wednesday, August 19th at 9 a.m. I did send out our class fall schedule, the daily by hour schedule to the families. Can I share? I'm going to share my screen with you so we can look at this schedule together. So if you look at this schedule, this is a schedule. Oh, it's not sharing? Share. You know what? It might be a Microsoft thing. All right. Well, we are working on getting that up. So until we can get that up, we are very strategic this year on trying to start the school off right. We are working tirelessly to ensure that our systems are in place, our teachers are on board, our students are placed in the right schedule, in the right classes, but also we realize that students have had quite a bit of time off. So we want to purposefully and intentionally start this school with a not easier, but a better spaced out class schedule to allow them to get used to and get back into the mode of schooling. So our schedule will begin classes at 9 a.m. First period, oh, there it is. If you can see it, we are a 7-period schedule school day, but in the fall, we know going virtual, we want to be very cautious of keeping kids in front of those computer screens all day long. So what we are doing is we are breaking the school day and the school week up in going periods 1, 2, 3 on Monday, Wednesday, 4, 5, 6 on Tuesday, Thursday, and then on Friday we will attend 7th period. Now that's for high school. The middle school will go 1, 2, 7 on Monday, Wednesday, 4, 5, 6 on Tuesday, Thursday, and then our 3rd period, which is our success time, will happen on Friday. And that is very strategic for us, for students to be able to space out their work and also have plenty of time. We listen to our families. One concern last year that we had going from March was access and time to actually work with teachers and ask questions for extra tutoring, remediation, intervention. So this schedule allows for quite a bit of time for our teachers to provide that necessary and most needed one-on-one small group basis. I sent this document out last week as well. I will probably follow up that in the coming days to send it out again. So that's our schedule, and that's what we are looking at moving forward. So Wednesday, we will begin with first period at 9 a.m. Now, we do know that Currently, we are trying to get all of our technology out to everyone that we can. We know families are getting used to logging into the systems. We had a very successful pickup time this morning from 9 to 2. We were giving out login information and printed copies of schedules. Also, we were providing computers to those families in need. We have only the inventory we have, if that makes sense. So we are making sure that we are helping our families that need those accesses. And we are, again, having another pickup session tomorrow from 9 to 2 here at the school. And if that does not work, well, I know we have some essential workers who can't get off. Just shoot me an email and we can talk individually about scheduling some time for you. So again, just a reminder, tech pickup and login information pickup is through Car Rider line. So please make sure you take a right before you get to the gym and follow the circuit around, and we will meet you underneath the cover. And definitely in this hot day, get you out of the sun. It kind of helps us out too. Please be sure to wear your mask, stay in your car, and our staff will meet you at your window. Now, as far as the login information that we were providing for families today, please make sure that the students are logging and entering the information exactly as it is on their paperwork. Every student is receiving their own email this year. I'm excited about that because it's a one piece of information that they have to use to log in. It's a one piece sign in. So that's all they need to remember, and that gets them access to Schoology, Clever, everything. But a couple of things that we've noticed. One, in their email, they must capitalize the letters NC. The email is their username, CSUSA, capital NC, .org, is that right? So NC student. So it's their user ID number. Oh, it's been a long day already. User number at CSUSA, capital NC students.org. And then their password is individualized, but at the end must have an exclamation point. And this is a copy of one of the documents that you will see. You'll notice down here, if you'll scroll down to the internet, right here, email is their user number at CSUSA, NC capitalized student.org. And then their password is individualized, given to them, but you've got to remember that exclamation point. Now, if you are a returning student from last year who had borrowed one of our devices, you cannot log in to the original student login. Go down at the bottom in the left-hand corner and add or hit other user, and you'll log into the computer using this information here. Okay, and if you have any questions, you can feel free to call the school and we can help you with that as well. Okay, and at the end of this, I will have a Q&A session so you can ask any more specific questions, but we're going to keep moving. Last week, our staff did sit down on Friday and try to contact every student that we have enrolled here at Cabarrus Charter Upper. We were met with wonderful conversations. We left messages. Some of our phone numbers did not work. Some phones just rang and we were not able to leave messages. Some of our staff followed up with an email as it got later in the day. Others did not. But if you did not, please know that we did attempt to reach everyone. At this point, if you have not been contacted via phone, email, or if you have not been receiving my emails, please make sure you reach out to the school to ensure that we have the right information. And we're looking for cell phone numbers and valid email addresses that you check regularly. That's another big issue is families registered with us with a secondary account, and it's one that they don't necessarily monitor all the time. Email will be our primary communication this year, just to make sure everyone is on the same page in a timely manner. So please help us out there. Last week, I sent out a PowerPoint PDF it was, I think, a deck slide of 10 slides. It had the schedule in there and some really important information. So please make sure you go back and look at that. And that will also answer some of those. Schedule-wise, about 98% of our students are scheduled and ready to go. We are trying to fine-tune some special populations. Currently, for instance, some dual enrollment seniors, a couple of students who have moved in early and have joined us late, some other students that fit that criteria. So please know we are working on those. I spoke with several of you through the drive-through this morning, and I will get that information out to you as well. So please know we're sorting out a few things. We did find out that there has been a major North Carolina statewide system problem with PowerSchool. So we are working through that as well. You know, we are at the whim of the state when it comes to PowerSchool. But NC Ed Cloud and PowerSchool is being a little bit ornery today. So we will follow up with you on that as well. Again, I want to thank you for your patience, being flexible and understanding during this time as we're trying to open school under the guise of fully mobile. Again, we will be fully mobile from home, utilizing our mobile classroom model of instruction for the first quarter. Okay, please be sure. But again, I stress that we are going to work to have no stress come together. Okay, please help us talk to our students. They're going to react the way that we react. So I'm asking the parents as well as my staff to just be calm. Understand that we know there are going to be hiccups. We know we're going to have issues with connectivity, with access. So over the next week and a half, we should be able to work out the kinks as long as we work together to do it and move forward. I do want to remind everybody of there is under our parent tab, we are asking that if you feel that you qualify or need to apply for free and reduced lunches, under the parent tab on the website, there is that application there. Again, we care about our families and we want to try to provide not only academic services, but we also want to help with, food if we can. We do have a food service that is prepping bag-to-go lunches, breakfast and lunches for families who qualify. And those pickup times this week, there's pickup Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If you have any questions about that, please feel free to contact the school. Next week, we will move to a pickup on Monday and Thursday. So at that time, that is just a real quick overview of some of the systems. I do want to briefly talk to you about expectations that you can have from the school side. Because the number one question is, how are classes going to work? How is this academic endeavor going to work? All students have 7 periods. All students have dedicated teachers that have a specific time frame in which they are to deliver personalized instruction for our students. Instruction is going to vary among class, grade levels, among content area. It's going to vary between instructors, teachers, but we are going to work diligently to provide that instruction for you. Differentiated activities that meet the needs of our kids, all focused on providing standards-based standards that by law, and that we should be providing for our kids. We want to teach our kids. We wish they were here. Wish we could see them in person. But we will have to deal with that. Hopefully in October, we will be able to open up. But until then, we will be meeting them through Microsoft Teams. We will not be using Zoom this year. We will be using Microsoft Teams. And that is why they definitely need that login information so they can access the portal for us. All teachers will provide syllabi and are expected to utilize Schoology, where they will post activities, notes, lectures, videos, recordings. All the activities that they're going to utilize in class this year will be in Schoology, not on Google Hangout, Google Classroom, their own private website. It'll It'll come straight from Schoology. So, and I want to make that very clear. So you should, once you have your accesses and we are live with Schoology, you should be able to go straight there and see everything that your student is going to see through Schoology. And we do have the video. You want to go ahead and show that? Okay, we're going to go ahead and show, just for the viewers, we're going to show our video about Schoology. I'm going to follow up with a training and a PowerPoint to help you navigate through Schoology, but we're going to show you a video now just so you can put an eye on it, okay?
Hi parents, my name is Brandon Schwartz. I'm a teacher at Meaver School of Excellence in Goose Creek, South Carolina, and that is a member of the Charter Schools USA family of schools. And I really enjoy helping people learn and making things easy for people. That's kind of the reason I became a teacher in the first place, right? But today I wanted to take some time and I wanted to talk to you, and I wanted to make your journey into Schoology a little bit easier. So I've been working on a lot of videos recently to help teachers, help your children, help you become better at using this program. And I wanted to take a few minutes and I wanted to help you sign up to it. And I wanted to help you take baby steps into it. It's going to seem like it's a pretty big program, but once you get involved in the program, it's really, really easy. It's a lot like social media. So when you go to Schoology.com, it's going to lead you to this landing page here. And you will hover over sign up, click on that, and then click parent, because that's what you are. Once you do that, it's going to open up to a second page, a new tab, and it's going to ask for an access code. This access code is going to be given to your children by your child's teacher. Once you enter in this code, it's going to ask you to create an account. From there, you can enter in your first name, your last name, your email address, a password, and then you're going to be linked to the account. And I'm going to show you what that's going to look like. So I've already created an account, so I'm just going to click login. And the email I made here is it's a mock email. It's not real. So I have jimmymcmadeup@gmail.com. I figured that was pretty fitting because it's made up. And I've already linked this to a teacher friend of mine who is in one of my classes at Meavers. So that way I could get an understanding of what you'll see and help you understand what you'll see once you log in. So when you log in, you're going to come to this page here. I take that back. You will actually come to your home page here, which will look just like this. It'll have no posts, no upcoming events. The only thing that would be different is over here where it says Meavers School of Excellence. It would have whatever school your child is currently attending. Because I work at Meavers, everything is going to be Meavers related. But when you work at your school, when your child attends a CSUSA school, it will have that school name up in this corner. Everything else should look very, very similar. From there, you will click the drop down for Mr. McMadeup, because that's me, Mr. McMadeup, and my air quote child, Lainey Bishop, who is a teacher at Meavers, and allowed me to use her as my mock child. If I click on that, that will be where your child's name will be. It will have everything up here that is listed that your child will be able to see. So from all of their courses or all of their groups that they're associated with, they will have all of essentially their news feed. Over here where it says recent grades, anything that has been recently graded will be in this category. Any assignments, tests, quizzes, discussions, anything like that, you'll be able to see. Now let's dive in a little bit deeper. If I click on courses, my course is the Sandbox course, and that is what Miss Bishop is enrolled in. If I click that, now this actually shows you the course that you'll see from your child's perspective. So it'll say up at the top, you're viewing as your child, and then everything else that is in here is what your child can see. So it'll be discussion boards, it'll be assignments, it'll be units, it'll be whatever it is that the teacher has posted that is due. Speaking of due, any assignment that's due in Schoology will come up over here as upcoming. Any assignment that is due will have the day and the time it's due. So for instance, What I do is I release my assignments Saturday at midnight, and they're due the following Saturday. So I follow what is called an asynchronous pattern, where I do have my Microsoft Teams meetings, and I have my students come in and we talk and we discuss what needs to be done. But their assignments are all able to be done on their own time, because I do know that there are a lot of parents that work. So I try to make mine a little bit more asynchronous and give them that full mobile learning experience. So any assignment that's due will be over here on your right-hand side. Over here on the left-hand side, this toolbar where it says updates, if we click on that, here are any updates that have been posted by the teacher. And in this case, this is actually me. I've posted all of these updates. And I've made a mock classroom so that way my teachers and I will be able to see exactly what happens in the class. So anything that's posted by the teacher will be posted here for you to see. Any grades that your children have will be in the grades tab. If you click on the grades tab, it's going to have all the grades for your child. However, I would recommend going over to PowerSchool, because PowerSchool will have the most accurate grades. Then you can click on members over here and see other members of the class. However, I'm not going to do that since Ms. Bishop gave me permission to use her as a mock student, and I didn't speak to any of the other teachers, so I don't want to betray any of their trust or anything like that. So that's pretty much everything that you'll be able to see as a parent looking in on a child. If you wanted to get back to that overview where it shows all of the classes, say you're a parent of a child in 7th grade or 6th grade and they have differentiated classes, then you can go ahead and click. In this case, it's going to say Meavers, but in your school will say something else. And that'll give you that news feed feel. With that, I hope that helps you out. If there's any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to anybody at your school, and we'll do the best we can to make sure that this is a seamless and easy transition for you. Once again, I'm Brandon Schwartz, Meavers School of Excellence in South Carolina. I'll see you next time.
I'm really excited. We're using Schoology. I used Schoology at a previous school, and our families absolutely loved it. The teachers actually liked it too, because it was an easy way to keep everyone organized. The calendar feature, each student will be able to put everything that they have all on one calendar, color-coded based on class, so it helps keep them organized. So we're really excited that we're able to implement that program, and I think you will be too. So at this moment, I want to go ahead and open it up for questions for anybody. Please let them roll in. I will do the best that I can at this moment to answer any questions you have, and we will go from there. Currently, Ms. Lucas, right now, we are not a one-to-one school. We do not have all the resources currently. We hope to do that in the future, but we've got to make it through this year. Currently, right now, we are having to limit one per family just to ensure that all of our families get at least one device. Now, after we determine that every family has at least a device to work on, then we can look at sending out more devices. Ultimately, we know it is not ideal to have to share a device. We know we've got multiple students, multiple families that have multiple students within our building. So we do know that that's an issue. We are prepared to work with you. We're just asking that the families communicate with those teachers, especially early on. That's why there's several breaks within the school day in between classes. There's at least 30 minutes to an hour and a half between each class. That way we can have open lines of communication. But moving forward, if we have more devices, we will get them out to our families. I'm not going to just let them sit in a closet. So we're going to get every piece out that we can. But at this point, only one. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so the school messenger, what that actually is, it's not necessarily you log into an app. It's actually a messaging system that I control here at school that I use to push communication to you. So it'll come to your cell phone through a text message. It will go to your email, all based on the information that we have in PowerSchool and School Mint, which is our enrollment system. So that's why it's absolutely important a must to ensure that your information at the school is up to date and ready to go, because School Messenger will populate using the information that we have in our system, and then I will send it to you. It's not going to be a back and forth. So hopefully that clears that up. Sorry for the confusion. What happens for AVID students? Oh, I love that question. AVID, we are so excited to have AVID here. It's going to be depending on the grade level, depends on how AVID's going to work. AVID students are AVID students. We're going to continue to work with them. We are actually implementing AVID across the board in 6th grade. 7th and 8th grade is going to be getting coaching on AVID through Success Time. Our 9th grade class is going, the freshman seminar class will be implementing AVID within the classroom, and all teachers at the upper campus are being required to implement AVID and AVID strategies within the school day. So all of our teachers will be using AVID this year. We believe in that program. It is an important program, and we are going to continue to support that. So hopefully that answered your question, Ms. Jackson. Hi, Ms. Blue, are you requiring the high school students wear? No, ma'am, I am not, but I am begging all students. I'm not going to require high school students to wear uniforms or middle school students to wear uniforms. It's encouraged, but I do ask that if they're not going to wear their uniform, to please make sure that they are diligent and they ensure that they are dressed appropriately. And when they step in front of that camera, they're ready to learn. So just make sure that it's appropriate, and we'll move on. So great question, Ms. Blue. Thank you. So the very first class, our teachers will be sending out information, but I instructed the teachers to, if you'll go through Schoology, have the students log in through Clever, which that is the application. If you read the login information we gave you, they're going to log into Clever and then click on the Schoology tab. And if they know first period is science with Mr. Pierce, they will click on that Schoology tab, go to science under Mr. Pierce, and then right on that front page, there'll be your coursework and the instructions of whatever that teacher is wanting them to do that day, whether it's a link for a video or it's an assignment to do to be submitted. It'll all be right there in Schoology. Excellent question. Microsoft Teams is very similar to Zoom. It works kind of the same type of platform where you have to log in. The teacher has full control of Teams. They can break the students out into separate rooms. But yes, man, it works just like Zoom, and but it's monitored and it's a little bit more secure. For us, it's a Microsoft product, and that's why one of the reasons why we gave every student a Microsoft 365 login. So they have access to that. So we can kind of protect our students, protect our teachers, and it's a more reliable platform. We have absolutely looked in and have thought about SAT, ACT. You do know that North Carolina did waive those scores for college applications this year, but until they tell us they're going away, we're going to continue to work on providing coaching and instructional strategies for our students. We are currently looking at offering the PSAT and the pre-ACT this year for certain students, for them to typically pre-ACT is sophomore level, PSAT is freshman through junior level. We hope to offer those opportunities for our students to take advantage of that. Right now, we do not have a dedicated class for SAT, ACT prep, but that does not mean that we won't have it in the future. But through math and English, which two are the two core instruction classes, we could definitely look at implementing some of those things there. I do know several of our teachers already work on writing strategies that mimic the SAT and ACT. So we definitely have that available. I'm a student in 8th grade and my family does not want to come to school to show. I don't want to come to school. So how can I get my schedule? Oh, hi, Ms. Morgan. You can, if you have your login information, You can definitely get your schedule through Schoology or through PowerSchool. If your family cannot make it, shoot me, J. Pierce at caberischarter.org, and I can send you, if you shoot me an email, and be patient, I'm getting a lot, but I will respond back to your email. But make sure you give me your first, middle, and last name and your grade level, and from an email that you will check, and I can send you that login information, no problem. Okay? All right, 10th grade classes will be the same all year. Shouldn't classes change after second quarter? No, ma'am. This year, we have decided to get away from block scheduling. We are going to 7 periods that are year-long classes. So the students, we feel that this is most important for knowledge retention, as well as building relationships with students. Also, I like the idea because with all of the issues around COVID and are we in school, are we out of school, this allows us more time to work with our students. So 7 classes year-long. So there will not be class changes. And you don't even need, Ms. Burgess, you do not even need Microsoft Edge, but you can absolutely use, and we need you to right now, use your personal laptops if you have it. MacBooks, personal Chromebooks, desktops. Now, you'll need to have a device other than your cell phone. That is absolute. But yeah, personal laptops, MacBooks, those kind of things, absolutely perfect. You can, as long as you can get on the internet, you are good. There was a question about cameras. Cameras, we would like every student to have a camera because there will be opportunities for students to collaborate online. We also just like to see our students face to face if at all possible. So please, you can get, cameras are pretty inexpensive online through the Zon. I think I got one the other day for $9. But cameras, most laptops and Chromebooks come with cameras now. But if that is an issue, please reach out and let us know. Just combing through these questions, make sure I'm not repeating. I again want to make sure and thank y'all for joining me today. There will be another session at 6 o'clock tonight as well as 4 o'clock tomorrow. I will be going over the same information, but although if anything, any updates come up between now and then, I can hit those as well. I can log on to Schoology, but my son's email password is not allowing it. Is that a glitch or will it open for the kids soon? It should be open right now. It should be working. Please make sure that the password is typed in specific. I do know people are missing the exclamation point. They're also missing what letters are capitalized and what are not. So you should be working. It might be a little slow just because of the system, but it should be working at this point. We are, Ms. Jeanette, that is a great question. We are working right now to, we're working on our relationship with RCC as well as CPCC for dual enrollment classes. I haven't been here, but I do want to form a relationship and have those opportunities for dual enrollment for our students moving forward. So yes, some of those classes will be available specifically for seniors and juniors as they become available. So absolutely. Ms. Valentine, that's a great question. Our EC department is reaching out to every one of our students' families right now to discuss those needs. By law, even if you are an IEP student, you get to experience school as it is as a whole. So you're taking the same courses as other students. So be looking for another email or communication from the case manager. But yeah, absolutely, they will have classes with students unless it's a complete special circumstance. So, but they should have a 7-period day schedule as well: math, science, English, social studies, and electives. So absolutely, we'll make that available. Oh, we are absolutely hoping to be back in the classroom as fast as possible. Even if we do come back to the classroom, we'll still utilize that technology. I would say if you've already bought them, keep them, because my plan is to get back in this building as fast as possible. I do know your students will need some of those supplies at home. Even if they are working from home, we still are going to be sending home activities. So please make sure that if you have not bought school supplies, just shoot your individual teachers emails and ask them what is absolutely necessary, because I would hate for you to spend money on something you won't actually utilize. And we have posted our school supply list on the website, but if you want to reach out to each teacher and just for absolute verification, reach out and find out what is the absolute needs moving forward. Thank you, Ms. Angel. Ms. Henderson, currently right now we are on a modified schedule at the upper school. We did this because we are focusing here on quality over quantity. Your student will be expected to be present and work in the classes synchronously and asynchronously. So even though on Monday we only meet on the computer as a class, first, second, third period on Monday, that does not mean that you won't have something, an activity or an assignment to do for 4, 5, and 6. So as you can see here, if you look at grades 9 through 12, on Monday and Wednesday, you'll be working periods 1, 2, 3 synchronously. That is, you will see your teachers and interact with teachers on Monday and Wednesday with periods 1, 2, and 3. But you could still have some classwork from 4, 5, 6, and 7. So it is very important that they stay on top of things. They visit Schoology daily, watch their calendar, watch their announcements from their teachers, and keep up with the class. So yes, we are expected to be in school Monday through Friday at the upper building, 9 to 2:45, typically 9 to 2:45. But you'll notice on Fridays, you have a substantial amount of time to work asynchronously, as well as our teachers will be available for questions and extra help during those off times. Thank you, Ms. Henderson. That's a great question. Keep them coming, keep them coming. Yes, Ms. Carroll, there will be tutoring available daily. We purposely moved our schedule to 9 o'clock because our teachers will be available from 7:30 in the morning to 9 to answer any questions that they have. They also will be available for other hours throughout the week. They will eventually post them on Schoology. No, Mr. Fleming, they will be getting grades this year. We have a model that we believe in. We feel that it is important to assess our students. So yes, there will be grades put in PowerSchool and tracked through Schoology this year for their work. And so yes, please be aware and please expect those. Ms. Clarkson, that is a wonderful question. So if we have a high school student that is dually enrolled, those are the only students that will be doing semester courses based on the college work. So if I am a senior and I'm going to enroll in Biology 111, and that's a GITSE course here in North Carolina, If I'm dually enrolling for Biology 111 in the fall, then in the spring at second semester, I will enroll in Biology 112. Same thing with English 111 and English 112. So they will have to, if they enroll in a semester course in the fall, they will get another course in the spring. I hope that clarifies that. When I was talking about 7 year-long classes, that is strictly on this campus, typical class schedule. Oh, thank you, Ms. Burgess. You can, who do you think is the best one to coordinate that with? Okay, you can reach out to April Quevedo. That's AQUEVEDO at caberischarter.org. She is the administrative assistant here. If you want to reach out to her, y'all can coordinate how you can get those to us, and we can talk about how we can get those to other families. So thank you very much. Attendance is going to be taken daily during the class. We are asking all students to log in and be a participant of class. We understand that through this time, sometimes that's not always available, especially if I think I'm a twin. So if my twin brother and I both were in the same household having to share a computer, and one can be online in the class and one couldn't. So we are also offering up, if a student cannot make it to that particular class, if they get the assignment that the teacher assigned that day and turns it in, that we can count as attendance. So attendance will be taken daily for all classes. And we are also looking at submission of work. And that goes along with the grading as well. Where in a typical situation, we would require all the work be turned in daily. We do know things happen, and so we're willing to work with you as long as we communicate. If you are absent and you cannot get that done, we are asking a 5-day turnaround, just because we don't want our students to get too far behind due to an absence. So attendance will be taken daily, and we will also look again. Please, if y'all get anything from this live session, please make sure you understand that we are going to be flexible and work with our families. That will be going through, Mr. Kirsch, that will go through your login on Clever. When a student logs in the program Clever with their credentials, when they go to Clever, go into that website, all of their tools are all right there for them. Schoology, PowerSchool, excuse me, and Microsoft Teams. I have a little icon at the bottom of my screen, so there's a little icon. Okay. All right. Well, it is 2:50. So, and our questions have kind of slowed down. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and end the session for this time. I will be back on at 6 o'clock tonight. We're going to go through the same channel, correct? Mm-hmm. Same channel. So I look forward to talking with each and everybody. So if you have any other questions, please shoot me an email, and I will try to get back with you just as soon as possible. Again, reminder, we do have our login information pickup tomorrow morning, again from 9 to 2. And I do know we have some working families, so if that becomes an issue, please just reach out to me. All right. Well, y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.
Watch your child soar to new heights at Cabarrus Charter Academy. Cabarrus Charter Academy is a tuition-free public charter school now accepting applications for kindergarten through 12th grade. Our curriculum encompasses a student-focused learning environment, offering whole child development while fostering strategic partnerships between families, teachers, and the community. Join us for an information session or submit an application by visiting caberischarter.org today.